Now we are going live. Welcome, everybody out there. We are live. Welcome to Diana's Draw Stream. Tonight we are going to be focusing on Star Trek. Now, I hope we get a good group of Star Trek people to share all their knowledge about Star Trek. Because
well, you know about Star Trek, right?
Not
What do you
really.
know about Star Trek, dude?
Not really. That's just sacrilege. We're doing a Star Trek stream, and the person
and the host knows nothing about.
Or very little.
Well, like I said, this is one of those dealios that I just said, fine, we can do Star Trek. I do know that there is Spock for 20 years.
She went to the 90s.
What did you
And
say?
it's the original Star Trek.
No, she went in 90s and said this was the dealio.
My God. It's so true, right?
Yeah, you went back in time.
It's pretty much what I do these days. I just keep going back, the Wayback Machine. Okay, so here's the thing.
Get back in time.
I don't know. I was looking for the theme song of Star Trek to play it, and I can't seem to find it. And then I said, I better not, because
I was going to tell you, don't do that because you might get into trouble for it.
I might get into trouble for it. So
probably get struck for sure. And then it depends on which
one you
go with, because I think all 6 or 7 of their series have different theme songs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
or at least variations.
Well,
the
Next Generation and the original series had somewhat similar theme songs.
Right. So Alexander Courage is really why we are doing this draw stream tonight in honor of him. He was part of the original series. He did 6 episodes. He did composition for 6 of the episodes. He did do the theme song for the original Star Trek, which I think everybody is really familiar with.
Space.
And I'm sorry
Final
that I
Frontier.
The Final Frontier.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
There you go.
I forgot.
So,
5-year
in the
mission.
beginning, it was a 5-year mission.
Yeah.
In the Next Generation, it's continuing mission.
Yeah. Although they say something in the Next Generation in their theme song that would be impossible to say.
What's that?
To go where no one has gone before.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you get there, somebody's there, somebody's been there.
Right. That's true.
You boldly go where no one has gone before.
At any rate, so in honor of this mastermind who did this wonderful theme song that is easily recognizable, Chris decided that we would do a Star Trek themed draw stream. So if you're out there and you are a Trekkie fan, please stop in. Maybe give the guys maybe your favorite character or whatever you have. Maybe they'll sketch one for you. I don't know. We're not really doing that, but we might be able to twist their arms a little bit.
There. I did my Star Trek drawing.
Okay, do you want to share what that actually is?
See whether Chris or Mighty Geek knows.
Well, I heard you say you were going to draw, so.
Let's see.
So, Cross Comics has already presented us with his Star Trek drawing.
It looks almost like a warp bubble.
I know what it is because he said it. So if I say it, I'm cheating, right?
I know he's drawing a triple.
No.
He's drawing a triple. I know that.
Yeah.
Which isn't much. There isn't much to that.
Yeah, I know. It was no triple at all. as Scotty might say.
you're in a lot of trouble, right?
Me?
So what is
Never.
it called? A tribble? Or what
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
A scribble?
Tribble.
A tribble.
Tribble.
Come on.
Yeah,
Really? For
He's
real?
in a lot
I'm looking at it.
for real.
It's
He's in
basically
a lot of.
a round ball of fur. They
Mhm.
multiply very fast, though.
Oh my gosh. That's hysterical.
There's been
I
3
know
episodes.
it was the funniest thing ever created for the show.
Yeah. There's been 3 episodes with them in. One from the original series, one from the animated series, and
Series.
then one in DS9, where they
Oh,
revisit
the animated
one
series.
from the
The
original.
one from the animated series was just too funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So just for further information, I believe I have shared the tribble, and it should be coming up any moment now. The anatomy of a tribble. And this is what I believe that they look like on the show, guys, right?
Let's see. Well, it's more the one that says Amazon.com under it, or one of the other pictures. We don't really see the anatomy of the tribble.
You can't see the anatomy of it?
Well, we see the picture that you're showing, but in the show, they don't show the anatomy.
Oh, right. I understand that, but I just thought it would be kind of cool to look at that. The anatomy they have. No, I know they don't. Rick, oh my goodness. I know they don't show the anatomy in the show. They just show the little tribble. But I just thought it would be interesting to look that it actually is a living creature. It has a mouth. It has a little brain. It has a lung. Holy cow, that's the coolest thing ever. All right.
Although I'm not sure whether that picture you showed is canon or not. So
It says
That means
anatomy
whether
of
or
a
not it
tribble.
goes with the show for real.
Well, guys,
You know
all I
that?
can say is, what's that?
That means whether or not it goes with the show for real, like whether or not it's
Oh, I understand. No, I know what canon means. I understand that.
okay.
I just thought it was funny. I just looked up tribble and I said they have an anatomy of one, so it actually is a living creature.
Yes.
Well, he's the cutest
is
little
it a
thing.
real creature? Is that like a real
Yeah.
live creature? Really?
Yeah.
well,
thought they were
no,
made
it's a
up for the
living
show.
creature.
No,
Star
it's
Trek.
not. It's not like it's. Wait a second. What are you asking? It's a
I thought you
living
meant like
creature.
they found real ones or something.
No, I don't
No.
think so.
No, they have not found real tribbles. Otherwise, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but I would get one as a pet.
Yeah, and then
No.
you'd have a house full of them as pets.
They're fictitious.
right.
They're fake. They're just from the. You guys.
They
Oh my gosh.
They tend to multiply like gremlins.
Okay.
multiply
I kind of
faster
figured that
than
they have that. They do have kind of a gremlin-y look to it. So,
But what's wild is the Gremlins came well after them.
I know.
So
I'm just talking about as far as the multiplying goes. That's where they got the idea for that from.
Yeah, well, Gremlins, it's with the guy getting wet that the thing multiplies.
You're trying to-
these things just eat and
My-
multiply.
And Terry, what are you working on? I have you highlighted.
The Enterprise. These
Very cool. So Terry's working on the Enterprise.
It was able to sustain
Which
itself
Enterprise?
despite the Star Wars.
Oh, that's what I was going to
From the-
ask. Which
from
Enterprise?
the original. From the original.
From the original? Oh, good.
Yeah.
But remember how like we used to have like Space 1999. We used to have Lost in Space, and like all those crafts kind of got forgotten when
know.
when Star Wars came out. But yet Star Trek has endured.
Star Trek will always endure. That's the thing about it. Because it was never meant to end.
Even after a 5-year mission to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Yeah.
New life and new civilizations.
Yes. When your mission is to seek out new life and new civilizations.
Well,
Well,
that's what it was all about, wasn't it? I mean,
mm-hmm.
I thought so. Um, let's see.
But
So
they used to
created
be
more than
about to
one-
boldly go where no man had gone before, too.
Mm-hmm. So,
I think
Chris,
they got, yeah.
Christopher.
what are you working on?
I am drawing an away team, like going down onto the planet.
Oh. Looks like the captain and maybe Spock.
It will be Spock.
Will it be
I see.
Spook? Will it be Spock or just some Vulcan?
Oh,
that
no, it's
actually
gotta be
looks a lot
Spock.
more- that actually does look a little bit like Kirk,
Mm-hmm. I think it does.
and it's beginning to look a little bit like Nimoy. Or
Mhm.
Spock.
I got to work it more, though. That's not Nimoy yet.
Yeah, but just the way you got it without all the details, it's
Yeah.
recognizable as Nimoy.
Well, on my
Mhm.
big screen, I have multiple pictures of Star Trek on my big TV screen up above me.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Are
I
you gonna
hope,
put, Dr. McCoy in there?
maybe that would be cool.
Eh,
But the thing
yeah,
with
because-
Spock was that tricorder thingy. I had
Yeah.
forgotten
Yeah.
all about that. I'm like, oh yeah, you got to put that on him. And man, like, do you remember these as dolls and all the little gadgets they used to come with, the little plastic, like,
I
you get,
remember
like,
the
Yeah.
little-
dolls, but not all the extras.
well, like when
I
my
had a
mom
few
got
of
me the dolls with the fabric that was their outfits were really made of fabric.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had a few
yeah.
of them.
Those had the little tiny plastic things that came with them. You know, like it was
Yeah.
like maybe a half-inch big communicator.
I remember. Well, I remember the dolls. I just don't remember all the. And I'm sure they had all the props or whatever. I just don't remember
Yeah.
the props so much.
I remember buying them for my son, a whole collection full of them because they were on sale, and he was a Star Wars fan, not a Star Trek fan. So that was a
I
big
was
bust.
going to
I was
ask, are you
Yeah.
talking- yes, you are talking
You're
about
probably
that.
not. You probably bought him not the ones that we're talking about. You probably bought him more modern ones, real action figures. The ones that me and Chris are talking about would have been like Barbie dolls.
Yeah,
They would have been.
What we got, Mike, because I was there when she bought it. It was the Star Wars size action figures, but it was just it was Next Generation, and it was their teleportation room, their transport room.
Transporter room.
Yes.
At any rate, so that's about as
Well,
close
I was
as I got.
Transporter room 3 to lock on the Chris's signal.
I was actually pretty excited when she got it because I had the original one, you know, the original transporter room play kit.
Yeah.
But then Mike was like, "Mom, it's Star Wars, not Star Trek."
Yeah, that was funny. I was like,
Yeah, we
"Oops,
both
sorry."
sat there kind of giggling, like, "Oh, that's different."
It's like I'm so sorry, guys. It's like, ooh,
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Chris. You lose some cred. You should have known better.
Well, I didn't know that he didn't. I thought she knew something I didn't. I'm like, "Oh, he likes that. Okay, very cool."
And I remember you saying to me in the store, I actually remember this whole scenario. He's like, "Are you sure it's Star Trek and not Star Wars?" And I looked right at him and said, "Christopher, I know my son. He likes Star Trek, okay?" Just like that. He goes,
Yeah,
"Oh,
but
okay."
you didn't know the difference between the two at the time.
That's
Probably.
true.
Well, no, it wasn't that. I knew they were different, but I really thought it was Star Trek. And he's like, "Oh my God, my own mother doesn't even know what I like." I'm like, "Listen, stop, okay? Just stop. I did not know this. I'm sorry."
Yeah, but it
you
turned
know?
out
As
to be
you
a
can see, my
great-
tribbles are really multiplying here.
I see that.
That's what they do.
Very cool. That is very cool. Are you going to color any of them? They come in different colors, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're coloring.
No, you're not going to color. Okay.
It might
Well,
be a
that's
bit of
fair
a
enough.
might be a bit of trouble to do that.
Yeah, I get it. You know, I I get. It. I mean, it really is just a simple draw stream. It's not supposed to be anything too. I
That's
guess
not what you told
difficult.
me. You said I had to make a professional looking drawing, or you were going to get no dinner.
I never said that. You've already had that. You've already eaten.
I won.
I won.
You want? What did you win?
I got dinner
Oh,
already.
Hmm.
Yeah. He was bartering
Oh.
for dinner, and I'm like, you already ate dinner, so that makes no sense whatsoever.
I just wanted to get the win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you got it beforehand, you didn't win.
You didn't win.
Although
Hey,
you didn't lose,
you guys are
really,
not
either.
helping my argument here.
The whole point
Well,
is you don't have an argument.
No, I do. It's just not easily found.
Uh-huh.
I said, yeah, you didn't win, but you didn't lose. Because there really wasn't a game to win or lose.
True.
So
Hey, look, a squirrel. Did you see that squirrel on the other side of the screen
Yeah.
running around?
I sure did. Wow.
Thanks for
That
covering,
was
honey.
really cool. Uh-huh.
It's neat to be able to draw tribbles so fast.
Oh,
True.
Although my one in front really doesn't look like a tribble. The ones in the back all look more like tribbles than the one in the front.
so what are you doing,
They're looking
Diana?
good. I'm watching you draw.
Well, Diana, you could have drawn any Federation ship you wanted. They're easy to draw.
They are.
Oh,
Well,
They're
the thing
cool.
is, she could finish her drawing that she started, a couple months ago. All she has to do is
I
put a
already
Star
did.
Trek U-
She did that
I
already.
already finished it.
You weren't in attendance when she showed everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you missed
Oh yeah,
it.
that's
You
when you
missed
were
it.
off the
That's what.
road.
You were on the
He was
road
at that
somewhere.
Christian. He was at the Christian meetup when she did that.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, that wouldn't have been that because that we do these on a Monday. Or
Yeah, but
did
you
you
had
do it
some
on
date or
Did
something.
you finish it on a Saturday when we were doing Saturdays?
She did. It was on a Saturday when we
Yeah,
were
it
doing
was one of the
Saturday.
Saturday streams, I think. And
Yeah, it
it was a
was.
stream. It was a stream. I think that I don't think you weren't there. I know that you definitely weren't
No.
there. But I'm trying to figure out if I remember where you were.
Oh, it was probably at the
You weren't.
singles event, Christian singles
Mm.
event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it could have been that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when you
Because
showed it
that's
to us,
usually
when you
usually the
showed it
reason
to us,
I'm not here
Diana,
on
we
a
were
Friday.
making jokes about him not introducing us to the girl he met.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yet I've met no. Well, I can't say I've not met any girls there technically, because girls attend, but I've not met any special girl there.
Ah,
You're a heartbreaker, man. How can you say those women aren't special?
well, nobody that caught his
Strikes my
eye in that
fancy.
manner. There you go. That's I'm trying to think of a way to say what I know you're talking about, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
You know?
and I go to
Mhm.
these, like when I originally started going to these, like 4 or 5 years ago or more, or probably 6 or 7 actually now. Yeah, I thought of that, but there wasn't really anybody there that struck
Right.
my fancy, and I just decided to keep going because go out, have a good time, have some fun, do whatever, instead of be stuck in the house doing nothing,
Mhm.
watching the
No,
boob tube.
I mean, why not? Honestly, I mean, you have what else are you going to do? Like you said, just stay home and watch TV. And maybe you might meet an interesting person that has similar interests and things like that. And
Yeah.
that's always fun.
Yeah,
You know?
I've met a few different people, guys and girls that
Mhm.
as friends, for sure. Especially,
Mhm.
In fact, I was at we had a weekend away a couple months ago in the winter, and the guy
Mhm.
gave me like 200 or 300 comics.
Wow,
How cool is that?
that's nice.
He was getting rid of them. He was gonna sell them to a comic book shop or something like that, and then he found out that I was gonna be at the same event, and he's like, "I'll just give them to Rick. He'll appreciate them."
Yeah.
It's kind of always nice to get free comics.
Yeah.
I don't care how old you are, how young you are. Everybody loves it.
And they were, I won't say they were real modern stuff, but they were a lot more modern. Most of it. Like in the thousands, from the thousands.
So,
You know,
did you guys know that the original Star Trek series aired September 6, 1966 in Canada?
Yes.
is that
Seriously,
different
pilot
than
or what?
the day that it aired in the States?
Well, it says, I'm just reading what this information online. I don't know how true it is. I'm just
I
looking
wonder
at
if that's the pilot.
trying
or
to
if
keep
that
it
was
up.
the first- Was that the pilot or was that the first episode?
It
Well, it's
said
probably the first episode.
the series originally aired September 6, 1966 in Canada. So you know it doesn't count. That's what it literally says. So you know it doesn't count.
Oh no!
Well, I would think it aired the same day in the States.
I would think so too. And it says Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry threw a number of influences into his initial pitch for Star Trek. He'd gotten his start in television writing shows about the Old West and deliberately characterized Star Trek as a wagon train concept show. That's
Yeah,
I'm just
the
looking
wagon
at
train to the
funny.
stars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can thank Lucille Ball for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Desilu Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I
And
just
she-
Terry
and
just
she
you
also
said that I
kept-
was thinking that.
She also kept the
Mhm.
rights to all the reruns. This is why. This is why when it went to get syndication, it became more popular than it did when it first aired.
Well,
Is that why?
it gained the
It was
popularity
financed
that
by
it-
Desi Lou. Yeah, it was financed by Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball's production company.
Yeah.
Well, I would say it's not that it didn't have the following, because it technically, because of the fans, got renewed twice, and it
Mhm.
was supposed to have in its third season a really good time slot, but the
Mhm.
show that was just before it or just after it or would be
Mhm.
complained because it was taking up part of their original time slot, which was TV's
Interesting.
Laugh-In or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they complained, and that got them put to basically a slot that no amount of fan write-in would save
They
it.
couldn't be saved.
Yeah. In fact,
Well-
they were a bunch of fans in Hollywood somehow got onto the lot and were putting bumper stickers on people's cars saying, I think it says, if I remember right, I grok Spock. Now, I have no idea what that means, but
I don't either.
obviously
a
it's
little-
something about Spock, but
A little bit of interesting facts that I heard when I was researching a little bit about Mr. Courage. In the third season of the original series, they cut back the budget and they couldn't afford to pay the singer who did the that thing.
Oh yeah.
So they actually cut her from the thing so they didn't have to pay her. Her name
Yeah.
is I want to say it was Norma Jean Jones, but I probably got it wrong. But it was pretty
Mhm.
incredible to hear the little story about how Star Trek CBS was cutting the budget. It's like what? Or Paramount.
Yeah.
Well, I was just
I was
reading that
like-
they actually have a whole. Somebody did a theme from Star Wars, a vocal version. I'm like, what? They actually sang the album Out of This World includes cuts like Star Rock and Rock the World.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm like,
I believe it.
goodness.
Why
It
not?
wouldn't be the first. It wouldn't be the first time it happened, though.
No, that's true. I would imagine. But it's kind of comical because again, I know I have seen some Star Trek episodes. I have watched it before, but it's not something that I
Yeah,
would
no,
run home to.
Whole series in front of you.
You know,
Did you know that?
what's that? What'd you say?
I've watched the entire series in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I've done
I
marathons of
remember.
the series. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
There's a channel I watch called Target Audience. They just finished going through the original series. They were reacting to it the first time, watching every episode.
Yeah.
So that was fun seeing them do that. They're going to go on to the animated series next, and then the movies, and then TNG.
Yeah, the animated series was really a continuation of sorts, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Original
was. But
cast and everything.
yeah, the only thing is it's not considered canon. Although people, some of the things they use to support a couple canon things that agree with
Yeah.
canon. I've seen, I think, every episode of the animated series once, all except for one episode. A buddy of mine, about 20 years ago or more, got them all on VHS from a place that was selling them, not legit sell because they weren't out on VHS or anything at that time. Legit. So
Bootleg. Ooh. we disavow the use of bootleg here.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not like it's not like it was available, to buy normally. Like the original series was on VHS.
Yeah, it wasn't out in the store on VHS or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody just happened to be able to do this somehow. I don't know how. They sold it for, I forget how much they sold it for, but
No, I mean, I remember when they did the remake of it, and all the true Trekkie fans were very upset about it. I do remember hearing something about that. They didn't like it.
Wait a minute, do you mean the new one with Michael
Yeah.
Bay or whatever it is, or J.J.
Mhm.
Abrams rather?
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
That's the one that got a lot of heat from the.
Yeah, I didn't actually mind those movies. They did a pretty good job, in my opinion.
I didn't mind
Most
it
people
either.
got upset because they changed the timeline.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is they included Leonard Nimoy in it, which I think added to it, and made it a different timeline.
Right.
It's called the Kelvin timeline.
Yeah.
I don't know about Kelvin though.
Yeah, and that's, I think, because of what the ship was called that Kirk's dad was on. He was, as Kirk was being born.
Well, that's
really?
a typical Kirk for you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although in the original
So
series,
Diana,
Kirk
tell
was
me, do
born
you
on
know
Earth.
Kirk's middle name?
No.
Oh, does
No.
anybody else?
I do.
I
Me
do.
too.
James
Yeah.
T. The middle name starts with T. Want to take any guesses, Diana?
It starts with T.
Yeah.
Terrence. Terrence.
No.
No.
Okay.
Close.
Thomas.
No.
You're getting colder.
Terry?
No.
Just tell us what you want us to tell you.
It rhymes with Siberius.
Tiberius?
Yes. James Tiberius.
Tiberius Kirk.
Alrighty.
Every time someone learns that, everyone else starts laughing
Oh yeah.
because it's funny to begin with.
It is funny. I do agree that it is funny.
And you wouldn't think that would be a name in the 21st century or 24th
Right.
century or
Actually,
23rd.
future.
23rd century.
Thank you. I knew I was screwing it up.
Yeah, you have to remember the next generation takes place in the 24th century.
Well, and do you know? I guess Roddenberry wanted it to be the 25th century, and they made him scroll it back 100 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I was
Mhm.
watching all these documentaries this afternoon. I was like fascinated by the stuff they were talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, he was quite a character.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we got some other series supposedly based on some of his notes for other TV series. Of course,
Right.
Andromeda with Kevin Sorbo, Earth Final Conflict.
Mhm.
Even Lost in Space is basically because of him. It's not his notes or anything, but that was a series that he went to another network before, NBC or whatever, and pitched it, and they
Really?
stole his idea, and created
Mhm.
Lost in Space.
Wow. That's
Well, that goes to
crazy.
show you shouldn't steal, because that show ended up in what? Purgatory, really. I saw it on reruns, but not like it was a Star Trek. Star Trek was big.
Yeah, it had its own cult following, and
Excuse me.
it has gotten at least one movie reboot, and
Yeah,
Right.
on Netflix. Oh no, the
yeah,
movie was different than the Netflix, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then of course it did have the Netflix series that lasted 3 seasons.
I didn't make it
Mhm.
3 episodes. I tried.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
admit
it
I
was
tried.
a
Most
very
most
different.
people tried.
Yeah, I made it through all
Right.
3 seasons myself. Of the
Did you
new
end up
one.
liking it? Because I couldn't grab it. I was like,
Uh,
when the robot wasn't faithful, I gave up.
Uh,
My heart died.
well, the robot was different. The robot, it wasn't a uh, Earth created robot. It was a species of robots from outer space.
Doesn't matter. I wanted my robot. I didn't get my
Yeah, yeah.
robot. They could have put
Yeah,
anything else
but
in there.
the robot did become faithful to Will Robinson.
Doesn't
in it.
matter. It
Yeah.
wasn't my robot. I wanted to see the tubes and the big tube head with the blinky Knight Rider type talking deck mechanism.
I know.
And that thing in the front that looked
I
like
know
a
when they remade Lost in Space, it lost a lot of stuff.
I wanted
Oh,
to see
it
the back
did.
of the tube
Yeah.
arm with the hooks and the
Yeah.
legs that just went into like this wheelbase that you could tell was really somebody walking in, but it was supposed to be like a cool little tank thing. I wanted that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Most
get it.
people did.
Yeah.
That was the
But the
problem.
thing
Most
is-
people did.
The thing is, they just updated the robot for modern audiences. What most likely, it would have. I shouldn't say what it would have looked like since it wasn't Earth created, but
They
Right.
could have updated any one of those characters and I would have been okay, but no. They mess with my
They had to
robot.
mess with the robot.
That's
The
right.
whole-
They
yeah.
could have made
When
the
you
whole
mess-
family.
When you mess with the robot,
It's like when you
overall, the
kill
series I
animals
think was
in a
all
movie.
right. I think they rushed the ending because they technically ended it for the 3rd season. There was a conclusion,
Yeah.
but
That was one of
overall,
my
I think it was
all-time
pretty
favorite
good.
shows growing up. Was Lost in Space. But this is a
Yeah.
stream about Star Trek, guys. We got to keep focused here.
But you are
Star
still in sci-fi
Well,
realm. So you're
we
doing
talked
well.
about Lost in Space because it did have a connection to Star Trek.
That's true too.
Well, I suppose that's all right. I'll give you that. Bringing you back around again. So, what else do you guys know about the original Star Trek series that you can enlighten me with?
Everything. What do you want to know?
do you want to know about the first interracial kiss on television?
Yes.
Did they have that?
Possible first interracial kiss. Depends on whose account you go by.
Ah,
I was talking about the kiss between Uhura and Kirk.
Yeah, I know, but in Kirk's
Then there's
memoirs
the
about
kiss
that,
between the alien princess and Kirk.
yeah. But my
Depending
point
on
is,
which way you want to go with that.
yeah. But
Guys are
with
funny.
Kirk's memoirs, Shatner's
Yeah.
memoirs about it, there was
Yeah.
two different takes on that. One where he actually kissed her, and one where they just made it appear like they were kissing.
Right.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to Shatner, the one that made TV was the one that where they appeared to, well, you thought they kissed, but in reality they didn't kiss.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
But he
Yeah.
got some real kiss. He got some real kiss in another take, though, right?
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
other things.
among other things. Yeah.
There's technically you
funny.
could say lots of interracial kisses because Kirk kissed lots of aliens.
Exactly. And you can call it interspecies, interracial, whatever.
And
Yeah.
even Spock kissed. Spock kissed humans. So is that
You know what?
Exactly.
being half off?
Guys-
That would be, interracial too.
It's kind of funny we're talking about alien chicks because that's what I got here.
I noticed that. And I'm like, all right, so I'm going to bring you guys and do a little solo to check in and see how.
Oh, an Andorian.
uh, how so, Christopher, who is this person with ears or, I'm sorry, antennas? What are they
Antenna.
called?
I just made it up, but I think Rick found a name for it. I just wanted to draw a chick with antennas because Kirk is famous for going for alien chicks.
Well, I just
Yeah,
said
that's true.
the species. The one
Andorian
the
with
one
with-
in Star Trek with those antenna is Andorians.
Ah,
And they have
yes.
blue skin.
Ooh.
Ooh-wee.
Or there's ones with green skins as well, I believe.
Well, it looks good. And yes, you did a really nice job with both Spock and Captain Kirk because they do look like the actual characters. So that's good. All right, so let's move on to Rick and see how his little terrible things are going.
The tribbles.
They're not
Tribbles.
terrible.
I said
They're
terrible.
tribbles. Oh, wait, I like
The
hand.
tribbles.
The hand actually adds quite a touch, Rick.
Yeah, and then you can't really make it out. You'd be able to make it out with color, but you got the top of somebody's head right here. Whoever's doing the thing.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
It's
Their
funny.
hair. Just a little bit of skin you'd see there.
Oh God,
The tribbles have piled over top of them.
that's
Live
so
long and
funny.
prosper, help!
Oh yes, I see it. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. All right,
That's
now
cool.
we're gonna back it out here. Back it out, and then find Terry. See how his starship is going.
Looks to be coming good. It's hard to tell with the pencil lines.
Oh yeah, he's working.
He's got his reference obviously next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think drawn
However-
reference. Have you drawn all
however,
three of these in this episode, or?
I'd like to point out that it appears that Terry knows the Enterprise quite well. As
Yes.
if he's done this once or twice.
Actually,
I've
with
dr-
the-
Actually,
if
I've,
these were all
I've
this
drawn the Enterprise quite a few times. I've built several models.
Well, the
Okay.
the real dark one that has I'm assuming it has the NCC, but the 1701.
1701, yeah.
You put the piece going up towards the saucer section at the wrong spot. It's supposed to be a little bit further back.
Yeah. That's why I'm redoing it. 'Cause
You guys are
I
so
don't think.
funny.
I think that makes it another ship entirely.
it does.
I'm not sure which one, but
But it would have, you know what? I would have looked at it and said, that's cool, regardless, because I'm not, like, I don't know it as well as you guys do, obviously.
Well, this is part of the charm of your show. We get to educate you on it.
Yeah. I
although it
know.
looks like you're more doing NCC 17D.
Yeah, I
pencils.
am. I'm going with the next generation.
There you go.
But
Did
as
you know that
Scotty would
William
say,
Shatner? Did you guys know that William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy both got tinnitus on the set of Star Trek after an explosion on the set of one of the Star Trek films? Both stars developed tinnitus, a ringing or buzzing in the ears that is often permanent and can be debilitating for some sufferers. This was posted in September 8th, 2021. I have
Oh,
something
wow.
in common with them because I have
You wanna
tinnitus.
hear- I know. I wanted to tell you about this, by the way. Tinnitus
What's
is now
that?
believed to be connected to senility. What's the disease for that? Dementia.
Dementia.
Okay.
Right, because what it is it's actually your brain cells perishing.
You know what, Chris? I'm not even going to talk to you tonight. You are going to
Dead
be
serious.
banned from this.
I just saw a thing on it.
Great.
Uh-huh.
A study.
So now
I'll
I'm
show
going to
you.
be. I'm going to
No, you're
be.
going to be fine.
No, I've had tinnitus forever, since
Well, it's-
for a long, long, long time. So, now I have to worry about that. Thank you, Christopher.
it's been a long.
Thought he was gonna come out and
long
say-
time getting from here to there.
You're going to be great.
I'm laughing.
You're
I'm gonna
fine.
do
You just
great.
did college, for
Chris
God's
is-
sake.
Chris is fine. Chris is counting on that. She'll be senile in another 5 years or so.
That's not what I'm counting on.
That's not what he's counting on.
No, ma'am.
No. So,
He's counting on something else.
yeah, well, listen, I just looked it up because now I'm all freaked out, but it'll be fine. It's a hypothesis.
it would
It's
be.
not even. Yeah, it's not even like it's a case
But I
control
did
from
think I saw it,
Taiwan.
right?
It's from Taiwan, number one. Dementia is a disorder, blah, blah, blah.
Wait a
early
minute.
onset.
We are millionaires in Taiwan, thank you.
Okay.
We have
I'm just
over
saying.
1 million dongs
All
in the
right.
bank.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know how it is.
We do.
Guys, I have to be right back. Can you hold the stream for maybe 5 minutes?
No.
Is
Sure.
it okay? Okay,
How do you
I'll be
hold a
right back.
stream?
Where are the handles?
Well, you hold
Can you hear it on the
you
stream?
hold it with your voice. You
There
know,
you go. All right, I'll be right back.
it's a
I
sonic
can
thing.
hold
It's,
something with my voice? Jeez,
Yes.
that seems a little impossible.
no, it's not impossible.
Well, I guess you can hold a note, right? So
Exactly. You hold it like you hold a note.
We can be funny.
Unfortunately, none of these guys can sing.
oh, I can sing. I just can't sing well. And I
guys
don't
hear
think
the
anybody
mood
wants to
music?
hear me sing.
Yeah, but can you hear the music? Is the music playing?
Or they want me to
When the
sing a
music
solo.
stops.
Solo.
Hey now. We're hip.
Oh, Christopher, don't
Play
do that. Don't,
funky
don't do-
music now.
Christopher, don't do that.
All right, wait, I'll pick dance pop. Let's try dance pop. Ready? Whoa. This is dance pop, huh?
There's my very bad Enterprise.
Bad. Why are you saying that's bad? That's all right. That looks good. I mean, it's not finished, but you know, it's a good, nice action angle. I feel like it's moving across my screen.
There's not much more I'm gonna do to it, but I think it's barely recognizable as the Enterprise or a Constitution class starship, to be more precise.
Well, clearly, though, a layman would picture that as an Enterprise. I did. And I know more about it than Diana, but like my knowledge really dies somewhere in the Next Generation. I've seen a lot of those too.
Yeah.
But like I was big on the original.
Well,
series.
in the next generation, the Enterprise is a Galaxy class starship.
Right.
Yeah, and then in the movies, I think after generations, it becomes a sovereign class.
But of course, the
within
original
Pricey.
was the greatest ship of all time.
Yeah.
Obviously.
A
Although,
Constitution class. Yes.
if you like the Next Generation, Picard season 3 is really good fan service for it. Even even really all of Star Trek fan service. There's actually they go onto this space station, and there's a thing. Nobody knows what to make out of it yet, but a lot of people have theorized. There's a spot where there's a monitor of type, and it's got James C. Kirk on it, and a bio about him, and it's supposed to be something of his biology is, looks like a figure of him, but it doesn't look like a figure of him. It's supposed to be a figure of him, in the
So
blue
it connects
outline.
the two, connects the legend with the new legend.
Yeah.
Because without a
Where's
doubt,
that
Picard was
music
great.
coming from?
Oh, I turned on the background music.
Oh, that's nice.
He asked us to hold it, so I turned on some music.
Thank you so much. I'm back. But you
Welcome
can keep the
back.
music playing.
To
Mhm.
relaxing art.
So we need to get our channel up and going because we only have a few subscribers. We have nobody watching right now, but that's okay.
Yes, you
'cause
do.
hopefully they'll pick up on-
I'm watching. I have it on it. I have the chat up.
I'm watching. Well, you're in it too. So I'm wondering if maybe I did something wrong when I shared the stream. But it's
No,
okay.
we're just not very popular yet.
No, we will be.
Yes, Diana and I are going to be bringing massive changes to the lineup.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
We're getting a spokesperson.
this channel itself does not have as many subscribers, so
True.
as your other one, you got to get some of the subscribers from your other one over here.
Yeah.
And that'll
Especially
happen.
the ones that would come visit you on a regular basis.
Right.
This one doesn't have. What you should do is go to your other channel
Yeah.
and watch it through this and click share, and then
Right.
do a community post it to your community post on the Chris channel.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That way people
Yeah.
know that they might be able to find it from there.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
say Chris logs it, one of you logs into the Chris channel
Mm-hmm.
and watch
Mhm.
this on YouTube, and then click the share, and to community posts and all that for
Right.
that channel, because
Right.
that channel has the community post.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Although
Gotcha,
we've only
yeah.
got about another 12 minutes here, so
Yeah, exactly. Well, I won't do it now, but we will start tagging Chris and doing all that for Wednesday night
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
you should do it for this one right now too. Even maybe you just get a few more subscribers for Wednesday night.
that's
Maybe
true.
maybe not.
I know. It's like, I
Or
don't
you get a
know.
few more watches on this at least.
Right.
Try and build up the subscribership, because that's the thing. The new channels are harder. Even if you've got a somewhat popular one, I think are hard to build up.
Yeah.
Again, I'm almost at 750 on my channel. I'm 4 away
Yeah.
from it. So
That's
that means
good, though.
200 Yeah, that means I'm 254 away from 1,000.
Well, I think the spokesperson is going to help a lot.
And
Yeah.
who's the spokesperson going to be?
We'll announce it soon.
Hopefully
can't
not
think-
Chris,
you.
what's the name of your channel?
What's that?
What is the name of your channel?
I don't know.
Well, the name of his channel is Chris, however you say your last name. I can get a link
let
to
me
that
peek.
if
I
you
can
want.
see it if I just do this. I'm focusing on trying to finish this barn.
No, I get it.
You're distracting me, lady.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Like I don't even know the name of his channel. It's awful because I just usually, your computers are all like set up. You just click on links and they arrive to where your destination
So
is.
it's Chris Stimulevich with a space or at Chris Levich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here in the back room here.
Yeah.
I just put a link to it in the
Okay.
chat.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My God. So sad. Thank you so much. Open a new tab at Chris Levich. Okay. I'm like looking all over the internet. I'm like, where did he go? All right. Community. 2 years ago. Yeah, you haven't really
you're
posted
logged
much.
in. Yeah, you
I gotta log in as Christo, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go on YouTube to watch this one.
Yeah,
You
let
can
me
even
switch it up.
subscribe with that one to this one, giving you another subscriber.
Right.
And
Okay,
then
so now I
you click share.
Oh yeah. So what I have to do, I know what I got to do, guys, because I have. All right, I'm gonna go over here and do it. I know what I got to do. Can I get it done though? In the few moments that we have. Okay.
Of course you can.
Of course I can.
I keep forgetting if I sit far away from the mic, I don't come up very well, do I?
Not
you're
too
right.
bad today.
So, okay, watch. Right now, I'm right on top of it. I'm going to move back. And this is where I'm really sitting. Is that different?
Yeah, it's different, but
Yeah,
I
it
can
is
still
different.
make you out.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're a little low. Sound a little low in the mic, obviously, but
Well, it's funny. This
Still.
was like a $300 or $400 mic, and the level that it comes off with is so low. It's incredible, but the quality of the dynamics of the range, it's like the same mic that you see on all the talk shows like Joe Rogan and Tim Pool, and anybody who does a serious podcast gets them. And I see why, but I'm shocked. Like, this is like state of the art best, and if you're not right on the mic, you don't get the best effect off of it.
Yeah, well, see, it's that way on purpose, because that way it's not picking up all the sounds around you.
Well,
Yeah.
true. Remember you said you
And-
couldn't hear my music? My music was right behind it, and it's a condenser mic that's like targeted. So it wasn't even playing what I was playing. Like, you could not hear my music.
Right.
I was playing Extreme. I was blasting the latest Extreme song, and nobody could hear it.
Yeah, but I say that's good because
It's
that way
great.
you can
Yes.
you can play music while watching watching or doing a YouTube stream or whatever,
Well,
and then
it
just
Right.
get
also helps,
record it.
it also helps like with the dogs, because a lot of times we'll play like the dog music out in the living room while I'm online, and I'm always
Mhm.
afraid that would bleed into the microphone, but it's not picking up
Right.
music 3 feet from it. It's not going to pick up music in the other room.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's incredible to me. I'm telling you, Diana, we're going to end up getting you one of these.
Chris, I don't want one. I have a very nice mic and it works great. The one you gave me works fine. You're so
Actually,
silly.
you sound so much better tonight. I can't even tell you, because it used to be when you would touch your computer, every time you touch it, it was almost like
Yeah.
you were playing with the microphone, because the microphone was attached to it, of course. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and this mic is really
Nice
weird
mic,
because
so much
it
more-
just sits in that. It just sits in the little cradle thing. It's not very secure, but it is what it is. But at any
I'll have
rate,
to
let's
look at
take a look. Let's take a look at what you guys have done so far. So I will go to Chris. I'll go to you first. We'll put you in solo. Oh, that
I'm all
looks
done.
really cute. You're done. Okay, that looks good.
Why does
did
it
a
look
nice
so
job.
weird, though? It doesn't look
What do
as
you
good
mean?
on screen.
Yeah,
kind
well,
of-
it looks a bit pixelated or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
guess. That's weird.
That's weird.
I'll
It
post
looks
it
like
on-
it's coming out of a dot matrix printer.
Yeah, I see that. That's you know what? I bet you I know why.
Why?
I know
Oh,
why.
I'm sure you do.
I'll fix it. Go to the next person. I'm gonna fix the screen.
Okay.
I know
All
what
right.
I know.
You know what you did?
Yeah, I should have done this earlier. If I make this bigger, it should make
All right.
high resolution there. Darn it.
All right. Let's go see what. I gotta go see what Rick is. Rick. Whoa. You went
Rick's
with a. He did. He did a whole nother drawing here
Yeah.
of the
The
Enterprise.
Enterprise going through space.
Yes, he did the Enterprise. That looks very cool. And then you had done your other little dudes, so that was good.
The other
I like
what?
That.
The triple
Is-
one.
I know,
triple
she
one.
called it dude. I'm like, what?
I said the other little dudes. The other little dudes. They were cute.
Yeah. Well,
They
you-
were
you saw it-
cute.
You saw it with the hand, right?
Yes, I saw it with the hand. I thought it was super cute. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And the bit of a head.
Uh-huh. And the little, you could see that the body is there. Yeah, you can see that he's been overtaken by those little critters. All right, so we'll exit that. Let's see, and now we gotta find where is Terry. Terry. We'll see how Terry is doing. Terry is doing wonderful.
quicker, Cherry.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, I love that. What's that ship called? It's the passenger ship, but what? The shuttle.
The shuttlecraft. Yeah.
crap.
Yes, I love those. I used to love those. I thought they were so cool because, like, they could fly into the Enterprise.
Mhm.
And I don't know why that was a big deal when I was a kid.
It was a big deal for everyone, really.
Hello,
it was,
Jeff.
It was one of those things where, you wouldn't want to hold up the Enterprise all the time. So, and you didn't have the special effects at home to transport anyone down to the planet.
Yes. But they were much cooler in the sense of a gadget, too. Like,
Right.
oh, God, it was like, oh, my gosh, that's like the Pinto of spaceships. I want one. Pintos were a big thing back then. Well, not really. I was watching it in syndication when they first came out. I don't think they had Pintos at all.
The Pinto came out in 69 or 70, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I think it would have come out right after Star Trek.
hmm
Well, talking
Came
of
up-
shuttlecrafts,
Uh-oh, Rick may have added a shuttlecraft.
Oh, goodness gracious, you guys.
Well,
yeah,
I-
I did, but I didn't.
I'm going to take a peek, Diana.
I just
Ah!
oh man, you actually have one.
Now, what
From the
movie is
deep.
that from? That's
Dear
gonna be
Lord.
from
That's the
guys
next
are
generation. That's the next generation. I know
And
that.
you can open it up and put a pilot in. Or-
That's not how they really were, right? Because the pilots always had like two up front.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then of course there's the
Cargo
back
bay.
part. Yeah, back part.
That's awesome, man.
And actually, let me put that there for a sec. Up there, I have an Enterprise D,
Wow.
and then on a shelf there, which shelf? Oh no, they're not on there. Where are my? I got a whole bunch of Star Trek characters here somewhere. I'm just not sure where I put them. Oh well, I'll have to find them another time.
Oh, you know what was funny when Monogram came out with the model kits for the Enterprise, the shuttles,
Mhm.
and they came out with Deep Space Nine, which was something everybody wanted, but no one wants to put together.
It was a toughie, right?
Yeah. The thing is so massive that no one wants to put it together, but you got a few
Yeah.
people who do.
So, Deep Space Nine had the black guy as the captain, right?
Yes.
Right.
And then came the one with Quantum Leap guy, and that was
No,
like from the.
No.
Oh.
Up next was Voyager with the female captain,
Oh,
Right.
right.
and
Then
then
was
the one guy
Quantum
from
Leap.
Quantum Leap.
And that one was based like in the early Space Federation days, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was about I think 90.
It was a
100
prequel
100
to
years
the
before
original
that.
series. That's how they advertised it.
Yeah, and the ship, I remember watching a few of those, and the ship was all like almost like a Navy ship. It was so primitive.
Yeah, it was primitive, but in some ways it looked more advanced than Kirk's. But that's more just because of effects,
Yeah,
Right.
like when
effects.
you watch the
visual
old
effects
sci-fi and they
were-
have the rotating digits for the displays, and
Right.
you're looking and they have the radio switches, not real push buttons, and it's like, what? Why is it? Now it's all touchscreen, so you'd really be at a mystery. In 20 years from now, we won't even have touchscreens. It'll be all like VR stuff.
Right.
Well, the next generation kind of predicted the touchscreen technology and Bluetooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just like with the original series, their communicators and all
So
that,
the flip, that
Right.
was the flip phone.
yeah.
Hey, I didn't think that I'd ever be Dick Tracy, meaning I can take phone calls and send phone calls from my Apple Watch.
Exactly.
That's intense. Now I can't
That
do
was
video
that
calls
was Dick
from
Tracy and Knight Rider.
Yep. But I can do video calls from my phone, but not from that watch yet.
That's coming. Believe me, it's coming. It's coming.
So let's see if I changed the screen resolution. Does that make it look any better?
Oh yeah, way better.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did
good.
paste that logo. I went to Google and found a logo. That's not hand drawn. But everything else is.
It's funny. It's all right.
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You know what
Looks
though?
good.
Next week we got to do the same thing. Not Star Trek, but have a definite theme. Because if I
Okay.
have a theme with Target, I do a little better. Like when it's too
That's-
loose, I get too loose. You know.
You get too loose, huh?
Well,
Are you
if you want to keep this thing going, how about next week we try Battlestar Galactica?
Oh, that'd be fun. Chris, what do
Wait
you
a minute.
think?
Yes,
Over
but
new.
Terry, there
Yes,
are actually what 3 series? Which one would you pick from?
Okay,
I choose the original from the 70s.
We
Yes.
not want to admit 1980 Galactica 1980 exists. Nobody wants
No.
to admit that exists.
That's the one where they come to Earth with the rocket bikes, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to remember, in the original series, their destination was Earth.
Yes. So
That's why I
if
say you
Diana's
have to go-
game for it, yes, I would love to do Battlestar Galactica, and I also would pick the original.
I'd pick
You
the
know,
original.
I actually got
So
a
is that what
Viper
we're doing next
cockpit.
week, guys?
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
have
start-
we'll have to
almost
review
sorry.
the series together, honey.
the
Love
last
it.
Oh.
Battlestar Galactica.
Well, that's
But I
good.
actually sent away. Kellogg's had a thing, or maybe it was Post, right? And you
Mhm.
collected all the cereal tops, sent away, and they shipped me. It was a printed cardboard cockpit, and you put it together. It was literally the Viper cockpit with everything printed on it. It was so cool. It only lasted about 6 months of play, but it was.
I know.
cool.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good.
So guys,
childhood
it's
memory.
coming up. It's coming up after 10. A little bit after 10.
It's already after 10 where you are.
It's 10:04.
So
But
what
it's
do you-
only
what
after
do you
9
think,
where I
man?
am.
Yeah, you're an hour earlier than me. Would you say, Christopher?
What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm just letting you know
Okay.
that time is ticking. And we're going to be
Are you
closing up.
closing the stream, my love? Is this it?
I would like to, but I wanted to make sure that Terry was pretty much done with what he was doing. I don't
I'm
wanna,
pretty
like-
much done. I'm pretty
I
much
just-
done.
I just want
Okay.
to show off a couple things if I can find them quick.
Okay. That looks good, Terry. Very cool. All right, so Rick is doing. What are you looking for? Your He's looking
Just
for
looking for
something,
something that I
That
He's
you
look-
have. Okay.
I have something. we
looking
have
for a
to
couple
close on.
drawings I did quite some time ago.
Okay. Of Star Trek, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
2 of them are Star Trek. There is Spock from A Mock Time.
Hold on. Let me
and
get you on
Locutus
highlight.
of Borg.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Diana,
And then I brought this one up just for Chris. The
Oh
robot
yeah,
from
oh yeah.
Lost in space.
Hey.
The one on the left is preferable. I'm biased.
Yep.
Um,
That's funny.
so we have
That
to
looks
do
good.
I
What do we have to
I
do?
can expect Chris to draw a Cylon next week.
I was
I've
actually
got one of those too.
All right, so Diana, we're about to close, right?
Yes, sir.
They are closing.
Okay, let me do this then.
As you
And
command.
everybody, make sure you like and share and subscribe to this
Subscribe
channel.
to this channel.
Wait, I screwed up.
The
Okay,
man
let's
got
try
it.
What is Mangai Yoshokin? When 3 kids go to investigate a local castle, they find themselves in the middle of a demonic battle where a fallen angel seeks impossible redemption over an undeserved life. In the course of searching his lair, these kids find amazing powers to help stop the demons from destroying humanity.
Did you catch that?
I'm
Yeah.
sure you did.
That was the old video.
Unbelievable.
Anyways, if you're watching
Anyways.
this, folks, go back, Mangai Yoshokin on Indiegogo. Thank
Yeah.
you. Go ahead, Diana.
No, I'm just like,
That's
so Rick put
Whoa,
a link
whoa, whoa,
downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I put that's the link to one of my latest video for remastering Canadian Shield 1. It's
There you go.
remastering of page 12. It's got no views yet, so
You've got a new video?
Okay.
Well,
And then
no.
Terry had something up there too.
oh, you mean this? This is a finished cover,
Oh, very
drawn at
cool.
actual publishing size.
Yeah,
cool.
that looks
Very cool,
great.
brother.
I have
was
lots
really
of new
good.
videos, Chris. I do short videos about 5 minutes based on remastering my Canadian Shield at the moment.
We're gonna,
Nice
I'm gonna
job.
have to check them out because we're gonna be doing a lot of there's a lot of stuff going on. Can't wait for you to meet the new spokesperson though.
So, guys, before my husband starts talking anymore, we're going to end the broadcast. So, you guys, everybody that stopped in, thank you. And share and like the channel. This is the new Hero Shack channel. We are no
And
longer
subscribe.
on the
They
app.
get 2
Chris,
thumbs up.
Share and like. Yes, 2 thumbs up. All right, guys, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ending.